Welcome to sunny California, where we are in the Bay. San Francisco 49ers hosting your Minnesota Vikings, and boy do we need to have a good game. Last week we went down to Miami, where it was rainy, and you know the saying, when it rains it pours, and it poured. It was an awful performance, a poor performance if you will. All around, offense, defense was just despicable. We see here Saunders 23 touchdowns, great. 2,600 passing yards, not great. 22 interceptions, awful. So the goal this game on offense is to take pressure off of Saunders and just let Dalvin cook. Get what we can get on the ground, although not too much on first down there, and have Saunders throw when we need to throw. Hopefully not going to be too often, and when it does, it be successful. We get a decent block there to slow down Bosa. Dalvin gets the first down on second down. And as we take the ball out of Saunders' hands just a little bit, at least this game, we'll see about next, we're going to see a bit more of Alexander Madison as well. And he's been a pretty good backup, as we see here, thankful to that later hit. He does get a gain of 9, setting us up at 2nd and inches, although the ball already kind of looks like it's past the line to gain. But we'll take it. He go ahead and powers through, gets a few more yards. But yeah, this is kind of the plan for offense. A lot of inside runs. We'll hit him with an outside run every now and then. We're going to have some tough guys to go up against in the middle. But I'm going to give our edge, especially with our offensive line. They are very much run blockers, only a few pass blockers. We're going to have to roll out here. Gets a good pass there to Jefferson. I'll give him that. Fit that into a tight window and gives us the first down to the 26. Following that nice pass play, we're going to come out here in a 3-receiver set, 2 running backs. We're going to have Dalvin Cook do a little lead blocking. So we're going to hand it off to Alexander, who powers through, gets close to the first down. Going to depend on the spot. They say we got it. I say we got it too. And with that success, let's try to continue that. Can we motion out Dalvin? Yes, we can. Let's try to play with them a little bit. Oh, yeah, we're going to pass. We're going to pass. No, we're going to run. And we're going to run with McKenzie. Not McKenzie, Alexander Madison, not Mackenzie Alexander. Either way, we're down to the 3. And being down to the 3, let's bring out our big boys, 3 tight ends. Ham in the backfield, gonna block for Dalvin. Fights his way, rolls over. They say in. There is a player shaken up for San Francisco, and they're most likely gonna take a second look here. No, they're gonna say, you're good. And we're going to be kicking this ball to try to make this game 7-zip. About right down the middle. 7-zip it is. And Trey Lance here as the leader of the San Francisco 49er offense. 3,300 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. That is more along the lines of what I would like to have seen from Sanders this year. All right, defense. Offense came out, looked a bit improved. Can you please be improved? Actually cover some of those underneath routes. They're going to run it to Juszczyk here, who trips on a blade of grass. Gain of 3, though. If only when Dalvin Cook tripped on a blade of grass we gained 3. That would be nice. They're going to come out in a bunch to the left. We're going to squeeze the defensive line, and they're going to pitch it out. Luckily, we got a couple guys out there. Trey Sermon not going anywhere. Now bringing up a 3rd and 3, and we've struggled on 3rd down. Whether it's 3rd and long, 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and forever, we just haven't been able to get the job done. They're going to roll out here. We're trying to bring some guys, but it won't let me switch in time. And Trey Lance has the first down, as well as a bit of some T there on McCourty. And so far, the streak will continue of poor 3rd down performance, giving up a 3rd and 5 just because the guys wouldn't run towards the quarterback who was running. I would be all right if he dumped it over their heads, but try to make a play. On first down, they only gain 3. Going to stay in a underneath center formation. 2 tight ends to the right. We're going to bring a bit of a blitz. And they get that just over Eric Kendricks' hands, who was up. And with that quick tackle, it's going to force another 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Looks like they're in a running formation, but they're going to quickly check out of it. We force the fumble. Juszczyk picks it up. Michael Pierce gets the tackle. Not sure who that was that forced the fumble. It's showing Danielle Hunter with a sack, so we're going to say it's Danielle Hunter who ran over to the sideline to celebrate next to the coach. And as we see here in the replay, it slows down Danielle Hunter off the edge, knocks the ball out. Juszczyk picks it up. Michael Pierce gets the tackle. All D-line on that third down. And that's something we honestly have not seen for a few weeks. Looks like they're going to punt the ball off here as time expires in the first quarter. We're going to see what Nwangwu can do. And wow, pretty good tackle there by the gunner, 38 for San Francisco. I thought we had that edge, but they say no. And following that punt, we're going to start at the 22-yard line. And we're going to continue what worked well for us in the first drive. We're going to hand it off to Cooks here, see if he can cook. He breaks a tackle, tries to get the back juke, ends up not working, but a big gain on that first down run. 5 rushes, 50 yards on the day. Already starting off hot. And after that run, we'll send Dalvin to the sideline, catch his breath. Madison comes in here to spell him. We get, again, a nice block down the middle, breaks a tackle, gets about a gain of around 10. They're going to say a gain of 9, and we're going to say we'll hit it again. Going to go right down the middle, just follow the guys up front. Another first down there for Madison. And every now and then we'll check them. We'll run a bit of a play action fake here. I'm going to send Ham on a wheel route. Going to have Thielen open across the middle. Tried his juke past number 29 there, but big hit, and he hits the dirt. More of the turf. Well, that gets us down to the 14. And following that nice catch there by Thielen, we're going to come out in the Ham formation. And when we're in the Ham formation, we give it to Ham, who is going to run through a couple guys, get about a gain of 7 on that play. And this just might be our new offense if this is the only way we could find out how to score and not mess up. However, not good there. Not good. We might have passed out of that sack, and it does look like we do. So only a play of next to nothing. We're going to stay out in the Ham formation, and we're going to hand it off to Ham. See if he can get us the 3 yards we need. He's going to try to run through Greenlaw, I believe that was. And he gets the first. No, that was Warner. He ran through Warner. Give us the first down at the 2. Well, I guess we probably should have switched to this offense earlier on, working out fairly well for us so far. And we're just going to pound it in with Dalvin, and Lynch shaken up again. He was injured earlier in the game. Unfortunate for them, but good for us. We go up 14-0 with this kick from Coop. And it also looked like Armstead might have been shaken up as well. I saw that pop up at the very end. Well, so far in this game, a bit more energy back in the Vikings here. So we're going to make some adjustments. Looks like it's going to be a pass, and we did call it correctly. But again, they're just not covering the underneath. Kittle with a nice 25-some-odd yard catch. And I don't know what to do to get the team to stop backing away from those underneath routes. Every week I tell them to focus on the underneath. I tell them press, tell them cover underneath. Doesn't work, but what did work is getting tackled in the backfield. And on 2nd and 11, why not bring a little bit of pressure? Come out in our double A gap blitz here. Get Danielle off the edge. He does hit home, but Lance able to get that pass let loose at least. Wasn't very accurate. Luckily for us, we've seen sacks turn into completions for big gains before. And I just was too far over to get Smith back in time. They do get the first down on 3rd. And following the first down pass there, come out in a double tight end and fullback set. They have one receiver to the left, and they have some open running game for Sermon. About a gain of 12 to 13. I've definitely had some great games with Smith at linebacker. Not sure if it's a good long term for him, as we do struggle sometimes in those running situations with just Kendricks with the ability to run stop consistently as they bring the ball inside the 2-minute warning. You know, there were that one linebacker we had talked about previously. I believe his name was Seth something. He's a good cover linebacker. Hopefully we are able to bring him in the draft. Might end up, as it looks like Sermon was shaken up on that hit there. But yeah, hopefully we're able to bring him in. And hopefully that means that we can be a little bit more flexible when it comes with how we use Harrison Smith, like I've talked about before, moving him to a slot corner. He's not very fast, so that could come back to bite us, but typically the slot corner gets help from the safeties, so we'll see what we're able to do with Harrison. Either way, definitely want to see some upgrades on the defensive side, whether it's to the starters or to the depth as well, because the depth is not very good as they find Debo in the corner. Nice catch, nice throw, and Tomlinson appeared to be shaken up on that play, and they're going to have a booth review. He looked into me, but I don't know if he went out before he got the catch. Nah, that's a touchdown, left, right, and center. And unfortunately on that play, broken ribs to Tomlinson. That's going to bring in the big goon himself. And unfortunately, Tomlinson, probably a player who just previously went out of the game injured, is one of the ones that we're not sure if we're going to bring back. Dalvin luckily gets about a yard and out of bounds. 3 yards on that play and gets out of bounds. And of course, don't want to talk bad about a man when he's down, but that's the problem. He's been down quite often. He's getting up in age. Not sure if he's one that we want to continue to sign. See if we could hit Chark deep, and is just inside slightly too much. Chark misses the tackle twice. That's another interception for Saunders. He took a chance, and Chark just doesn't like to go up for anything contested. And unfortunately, a lot of the time that leads to picks like these where he has a chance to knock the pass away or make the catch, but just doesn't. Great positioning, though, by the corner there. Might have also been a safety. Not sure who it was that got that pick, but we've seen that all too often. That play was pretty successful for us earlier in the season, but has not been successful for us later in the season, as that looked like he might have been past the line of scrimmage, or at least very close. We had that called on us as they take their first time out a couple weeks ago against our favor, and luckily it was the Packer game, so we were still able to get the dub, but that didn't look all too fair there. Step up and get the quarterback. Hey, no, at least he didn't scramble for the first. And they're definitely going to pass the ball here, sending Juszczyk in motion to the outside. Let me switch to McCourt. Or not. I mean, it did, but it didn't help. We get the hit on Trey. He kind of broke the tackle, but then ended up falling down while kind of spinning a little bit. And Daniil, we need you, bud. Just kidding. They're going to call the timeout and kick the field goal. Luckily, even with a made field goal, we would still be up going into halftime. But we started off hot, kind of dipped down a bit in that second quarter. And time has expired in the first half. Started out great, kind of dipped down a bit here. We take a look at the stats, and they've definitely are beating us in the passing game. Granted, though, neither team doing pretty well there. We have over 100 yards of rushing in the first half. And that's about all that separates us. So we take a look here, Packers and Green Bay. Did I say Packers and Green Bay? Packers win in Green Bay against the Patriots, 38-31. Pretty good game for both quarterbacks, but went down to the wire, I'm assuming. Probably was a good game to watch. Go a little bit to the east, Miami and Cleveland. Cleveland up 28-7 just before half. And the Bears and the Jets. Jets squeak out the win, 27-21. They're only 5-9 on the season, and they destroyed us, so not sure what that says about them or us. To start the second half, we will be kicking off to the 49ers, only up 4. Going to need some big plays from the defense. Get a nice kick. They will return it, and it doesn't look like we have anyone there right away. They get to about the 27-yard line, and we will kick off the second half from here. San Francisco comes with 1 receiver out to the right and 3 tight ends, 1 running back. And that is where they go to the running back. Number 23 doesn't look familiar. Jay Hasty must be a young guy from this previous draft. It's so weird that they have Juszczyk as the shotgun running back. And let me free. And okay, maybe you shouldn't have let me free because I would have been in the middle. Nice scramble there from Lance, gets the first down. So far we've stopped the run pretty well. Passing we've done okay, but the quarterback run we have been getting killed by, as they're going to get to the outside. We're going to miss a tackle, and they almost broke away from McCourty there, but we're able to get the tackle, and for some reason it says field goal up top. And San Francisco loses another player. A. Mack came up injured on the play. And that was one of their offensive linemen, so of course the very next play we're going to be bringing the blitz. Double A gap blitz on a open set here, and they're going to throw a penalty for a late hit on the quarterback, even though I got there basically as the ball came out. Nice to see that the penalties have worked their way into Madden, making this a pretty realistic franchise here. And we get a nice hit there on Lance. And Wanham takes a knee after the play, so good and bad on that play. Hopefully nothing serious with Wanham. He's shown some splashes this year. Ibukum will come in his stead. And Poole keeps getting beat on those slant routes. He can't hold the inside, just a bit slow. That will set them up. And we're going to just assume it's going to be a run down the middle, a little bit to the outside. Hughes check is in. Going to put the San Francisco 49ers up the first time in this game. And there is the update we have for Wanham. Dislocated elbow. It says substitute Jones. However, it won't be Jones that comes in for him. It'll be Ibukum that is going to come in. And with this extra point here, that's going to put San Francisco up 17-14. All right, the Vikings offense takes the field for the first time the second half. We're just going to continue doing what we did best in the first, which was run the ball. Dalvin Cook, only 8 rushes, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns. We'll continue that here, make a slight adjustment. I'm going to move Ham over to the left, and we're going to try to run this to the left. He gets a nice push out there, and we're going to try to hit the corner. Not able to break free, but we do get a nice game. And following that play, we come out in a spread look here. They come out in their double A gap look, and we're just going to try to run right behind them. We're going to have Madison with a nice 15-some-odd yard run. 7 carries for him, 67 yards on the day. I'm just trying to change up our looks here. Kind of try to keep some guys with some breath in them ready to continue. They get a decent short run here. Only a gain of 2. We had the potential for more, but they were able to kind of string on the side there, force us to get more vertical. Kind of the same there. We're going to get about another 2 yards. And on third down, 3rd and 6, we will come out with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Try to catch them on the hard count. End up not jumping. And we're going to go late, find Chark, gets that just over Greenlaw, and he is in to the end zone. Not many touchdowns for him this season, but he does have 1 for 37 yards here in the third quarter. The Vikings defense takes the field up 21-17. We had a nice stop on the kick return there. Only got to the 18-yard line. They're going to run a bit of a play fake here. We're going to just keep an eye on Lance. He gets past Smith but slides down. That's been an issue with the Vikings linebackers, is running past the plays, and it's been that way for years. Hopefully we can find ways to correct that. Lance tried to get out of the pocket there, but Hunter brings him down. They're going to count that as a sack. And following that sack, that brings up a 3rd and 8. We're going to have Kendricks try to keep an eye on the middle of the field here. Unfortunately, no one kept an eye on Hughes check, and he's going to get a big gain on 3rd down. Another blown 3rd down for the Vikings defense. And that was Poole on the last play that was supposed to be covering the underneath routes. He ends up going about 15 yards down the field as we get a decent run stop here against Hughes check. I mean, as you guys can see here, you see every time that I pull up these menus in the bottom left-hand corner, and I do it quite often. And more often than not, I'm telling them to check the underneath routes, and they mostly do not do that. We get a hit there. Harrison Smith forces the fumble, picks it up himself, breaks a couple tackles, and falls down at the 42. Finally, we get another fumble forced from Harrison Smith. That's what he's playing linebacker for. And with that turnover, we're going to run the ball and we're going to chew the clock. We do not want San Francisco to have much of the ball the remainder of this game. We're going to hand it off to Dalvin, let the clock roll, put some more points on the board. Granted, that is a lot of talk. Obviously, we need to do it. We get a nice gain on first down there. And to start the fourth quarter, we're going to run the ball again. And we're going to get close to a first down, going to depend on the spot. Looks like they're going to give it to us. And we'll continue to just pound the rock here. 6.5 minutes left in the game. We're up 21-17. And there's a good cut by Dalvin, but a flag hits the floor. Most likely going to be another holding call. And that it is, this time against Flanagan. Going to back us up for 2nd and 20. And on 2nd and 20, let's have a little bit of fun here. We're going to switch this around, try to get this play in motion so that way we end up not getting another penalty. Going to get the ball out to Nwangwu. Going to make a couple guys kind of miss. Going to get a nice gain, but he does get up a little gingerly on that play, and he's going to head to the sidelines. And it looks like after he got to the sidelines, he did head to the locker room. So we'll give you an update as to what his status is as soon as we can. Currently, though, going to continue doing what we do. Hand off to Dalvin. He's now at 100 yards on the day, and we're close to a first down, if not had it. And we do get the first down on that last play, giving us a 1st and 10 at the 21. We're going to get the ball off to Ham here. He's going to run forward for maybe about 1 or 2 yards. And there's the update there on Nwangwu. Bruised sternum. He'll be out for the remainder of this game. We're going to come out here, switch up a little bit what we had. We had the run to the left. We're going to switch it up for a run to the right. We don't get the block that we really needed there from Madison, only a gain of a couple. And we're going to try something a little new here. Kellen Mond out on the play here. We're going to run a bit of a play action. We don't get the block we were wanting. That's a pretty fast lineman. He's pretty fast. We're running around. Kellen Mond makes them miss, and he gets the first down and is out of bounds. Oh, what a circus play, but hey, we'll take it. And that was what we brought Mond in to do. We wanted him to run, did not want him to pass the ball. And we get a first down out of it. Going to hand it off to Madison. He's going to power forward, stretch for it, and he is in. We're going to extend this lead, make it a 2-score game with about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And the Vikings defense takes the field, now up 11 points, just under 4 minutes left in this game. Try to follow them, see what they do. And they are going to run it. Another hit by Harrison Smith forces another fumble. The big goon, Linval Joseph, there to pick it up. Does a somersault, and the 49ers offense heads to the sidelines. Well, this game has definitely turned out to be in favor of the Vikings in the second half. We're going to hand it off here to Madison. Gets a good gain on first. We'll just continue to hand the ball off, let that clock roll, and we'll celebrate on the way back home to Minnesota. Get another run there close to the first down. They're going to call us just short. And when we're just short, you know what we're doing. Looks like San Francisco knows what we're doing. Let's see who does better here. And that's another close one. Bosa does make a nice play, but they're going to give us the first. And following the 2-minute warning, once again, Kellen Mond comes out here on offense. They're going to fake the handoff, roll out. It's just a rollout quarterback run. He's going to dive for it, and they say he's just shy of the end zone. Nice try, young man. And after that timeout, we're set up at the goal line. I mean, literally on the goal line. Try to give some love to C.J. Ham. He is in. Vikings extend their lead, just padding the stats at this point. And of course, this game a little bit closer than what the current score really shows, but We really turned it on here late in the game, and we'll take that anytime. Harrison Smith comes back, fakes out the quarterback, says, "Oh, I'm dropping back." Just kidding, I'm crashing down, gets that pass breakup. We just got to finish this game out strong. No silly mistakes and no injuries would be great. Of course, we're mid-play, so there's no knocking on wood. Kendrick's going to drop back, pulled back deep, and he gets the interception. Started off like a good game for San Francisco, but now they're the ones falling apart versus us, which is a nice change. And we're just going to have some fun here with Kellen Mond to finish the game here. Just going to see if we could rack up some quarterback scramble yards here. We're going to actually throw that to Flanagan because there were some guys bearing down. We'll get the first down on a throw. We really haven't seen much of Mond past the preseason where he honestly didn't play very well. So we're going to see what he could do here. He's just going to run forward and cough up the ball. Luckily, we're able to jump back on it. I believe that was Castro coming in there to recover that. And we don't need any late game craziness, Mond. Just take what is available, get down, and we'll head on home. I'm going to hand the ball off here to Dalvin. Close to a face mask, but no call there. And on 3rd and 4, staying out in a spread look here. Saunders does come back out. We're just going to hand the ball off right down the middle to Madison. Breaks a couple tackles, gets the first down, and this game's a wrap. Clock hits 0 and a nice comeback game following a very poor performance against Miami, where we come in and put together a fantastic second half. The team heads into the locker room to celebrate. Take a quick look at the stats. Only 88 passing yards, only 102 for San Francisco, 252 rushing yards, 3 takeaways. A much different look on offense this week, but hey, it worked out for us, gets us back in the win column, and makes us even more of a competitor for Seattle. And following that game, we had some bigger injuries, broken ribs to Tomlinson and dislocated elbow to DJ Wonnum. Both are going to be missing the rest of the regular season. Tomlinson will miss the next 3 games. Wonnum will miss the next 2. And as we sim on over to week 16, we'll be facing off against the Chicago Bears, who are 6-8 on the season. Very similar overalls to what we are. But let's take a look at that playoff picture, see if there's any update for us. Currently, no, not really. Only update is who we're playing against. Still at number 2 spot and currently slated to play against San Francisco. So the fight to try to regain that number 1 spot in the NFC still remains there. We have a good lead in the NFC North, 3 games. So even if we lost out the rest of our games and the Packers won the rest of their games, we would still win the NFC North because we have beaten the Packers in both matchups this season. So we're a lock for the NFC North, but we would love that bye week. So we need to win out, and hopefully someone can help us out against Seattle. But to see if that happens, you're going to need to stick around. So make sure you're hitting that like, comment, subscribe, bell notification, all that fun stuff, so you can be notified of when the next episode is up. You can also follow me on Twitter at BigBearB_gaming, where I'll send out links to the videos whenever we publish them. They're also published every Thursday, Saturday, and Monday at 12:30 Pacific time. So that's the schedule. If you guys are enjoying, let me know. I enjoy seeing if you're enjoying. I'm also enjoying bringing these to you guys and seeing some success with the Vikings, especially this week, or at least this episode. So yeah, and hope you guys stick around. And until next time, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you. Bye.